whether you're talking about dynamic product personalization, where like every single customer gets a unique product, or you're talking about more of like segmenting my base of all customers into something, you know, high level. Like there's all kinds of different ways that you can segment, but it's actually logistically kind of a pain in the butt, right? You gotta get different creatives, you gotta plan for the campaign differently, you know, and I think dynamic product placement is one piece, but it is never enough. I'd say 90% of the brands we work with, they really care about the brand and the creative in addition to the product placement. So there might be one piece of the email that's like dynamic SKUs, but there's other parts of the email where they pick the right model, it's fall's coming up and I gotta get the right model with the dog and the leaves falling and stuff because that captures my fall wear, right? And so that kind of stuff you can't personalize for every customer. You can come up with a few different versions that might resonate with a few different segments. And so I guess point number one is, look, there's a place for dynamic one-to-one personalization. There's also a place for segmentation, and these things should play nicely together. Point number two, though, is then, like, again, it's up to the senior leadership in these organizations to say, look, if we want to segment, we have to support it. We need the operational things in place that we are going to triage our customers into 2 or 3 primary segments, where we're going to invest in different creatives for the brand side. Yeah, we'll personalize SKUs for all of them. That little thing goes in, that little snippet goes in the email. That's cool, we're doing that. But we care about communicating deeply and forging relationships, so the brand thing matters too. So I'm going to invest in the creative. I also need to invest in the technology that tags customers into those 3 groups up to date all the time, so that every single email I send can leverage that stuff. I need to test it. Right? Should I segment based on, you know, the product category, on the demographic? We need an ability for marketers to be able to test into these things too. So I think the big thing that holds retail organizations back from making progress on things like segmentation is often structure, and not having the support, not having the infrastructure to deliver on the creative side, to deliver on the data analytics side, to deliver on the fact that at the end of the day, marketers got to be able to get in there and test and react and try hypotheses and see what works. So there's a huge opportunity to improve segmentation, and usually when we talk to brands where they are in terms of where they could, like, there's a lot of low-hanging fruit. And there's a lot of stuff that is a little less low-hanging fruit, but with a little bit of investment and restructuring, the impact that you can create on email marketing and other channels is pretty profound.